So, So, Jay, where shall we start with all this?
Wow. Well, I mean, do we want to? Yeah. Well, we got some news. Let's start with SEMA live from the counter desk. So there you go. So our world has changed, and Keith and I were media professionals for Sema360, which is the first ever virtual SEMA show in the history of our industry. I would say that Keith and I are very proud to have been part of that. We're honored that we are able to be part of that, such an exclusive group of individuals and professionals out there. So thank you, SEMA, for allowing us to be part of that. I want to do this first before we get it. If you were to rate how the experience was on a scale of 1 to 10 for first round overall experience, what would you give it? Be honest. I mean, I know we're not.
I'm gonna give you a disclaimer here, and then I'll give you an honest answer. All right.
Okay.
So first of all, we have a couple videos out there that are a result of the 360 experience. One of them's got Jay Leno. The other one is the Toyota. I think Toyota's
Toyota
press
presser. Yep.
So, so SEMA, if you guys are watching from SEMA, we know you did your best. I think everyone in that organization would probably agree that if we have to do this again, we learned a lot, and there's probably some things that need to be addressed. I don't know. I know that it was a huge undertaking. I don't know everything that was involved in that. But I know that I personally had a whole heck of a lot of challenges. The folks at SEMA did step in and do their best to help us with those, and I appreciate that very much. The usefulness of what I experienced as a media person in SEMA this year as part of the SEMA 360 online event, I would throw it at, I'm going to be gracious and give it a 4 out of 10.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, and to kind of reiterate what Keith was saying, it was a first for these guys. We get it. They had their challenges. I don't think anyone knew what to expect.
Yeah.
I don't think they knew what type of participation to even expect, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
But the one thing that I felt that worked very well was their notifications of what events kept popping up. If you scheduled something to be involved in, you were very aware of it. They would send you a lot of emails and notifications on that, so I really appreciate that. So I think that they will learn from this experience. I'm hoping that this time next year we don't have to have a virtual show.
So I think that's what we're all, because, and to your point, we saw a lot of people go, hey, man, I can't get into my events. I'm having technical problems. One of the main takeaways of that show for businesses, and this is a business-to-business event, and Apex is especially business-to-business. There's some consumer stuff going on the SEMA side, business-to-consumer.
There is.
As media, a lot of our interaction there is, hey, Ford, hey, Toyota, hey, Bilstein, hey, whoever, Beta Tools, what's your story? What we would like to talk to you about, how your shocks make RV motorhomes better. Ford, tell us about the Bronco configuration issues that you're having, right? And on, okay? And the problem that I had is that networking aspect, which is so critical to an event like SEMA, completely went offline for me. And then their software developers came back and basically said, yeah, it's by design. So when these people go incognito, it hides your entire chat history with them. Well, that's great, except that now I don't have a way to follow up with them. We had, Zoom calls scheduled and so on and so forth, and I've got no way to get in touch with them because that's all in that historical chat thread. So, again, I know, SEMA, I know you guys are learning from this. Let's hope you don't have to deal with this again next year, because it is so much better in person.
Absolutely, it is. I was apprehensive about being involved with it anyway, because I know how much of an in-person show that it is. And Keith, you knew.
Man, it's just a blast to
last
touch,
year was
feel.
last year was your first show. I've been going for many years, and I knew you were going to love it, just because I know you, and it proved to you why I knew you would like it. So, but overall, again, thanks to SEMA for putting their best forward with that. I mean, I know that it could have been, in a lot of areas, it could have been done a little bit better. We were able to get over some of those hurdles. Fortunately, I think a couple of contacts, Keith, that you were most interested in, you were able to somehow get around the system to get them to contact you.
I emailed them, but I have not heard back. So it's
see, that's a bummer, because when you're in those type, if anybody who's in the media, you realize that a lot of this stuff is in the moment, and if you don't get it in the moment, you lose it. And it's just gone.
They're back at work this week, and
and it's just one of those things.
Just like a traditional in-person show, the minute the show was over, the next day I logged on, that SEMA had pulled everything.
Done.
It's gone.
Done. Nothing works.
Can't go back and watch any of the historical stuff. Can't log in and look at your chat history. It's just like the show, man. You better have it done and have it together.
You better write it down, get your notes, make sure you take notes and stuff. So, one high note though going out. Of course, I never win anything, Keith. I never win anything, dude. But I won a hat. My name got pulled, and I could have gotten a hat or a shirt. She just said "Happy Shopping." I asked if there was a dollar amount, and she said no. And so I ended up choosing a really, really cool hat, which I will reveal as soon as I get that, and I'll wear it proudly here on the show. So again, thank you, SEMA, for it. We, hope it's good. We got PRI coming up, and we'll see how that goes. I think we're going to be part of that. We'll see. I'm getting the PRI Roadshow information like every other day. Stuff going on. Are you doing that too, or are you getting information on the Roadshow?
No.
Yeah, I get that.
I have an auto filter set to just forward all that to you.
Right, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.